and welcome to the Watchtower Watch Reviews with your host DK. And today we're going to be looking at only the second bronze watch that I've ever had on the channel. This one comes to me from Pascal at the Wicked Watch Company. Thank you very much, Pascal, for sending this one in for review. Unfortunately, I don't get to keep it. I do have to send it back. And it also comes to me by way of another YouTuber, Watches with George. George is a very good friend of mine and a very good YouTube reviewer as well. Make sure to check his stuff out if you haven't already. So, with that being said, let's take a look at this first offering from the Wicked Watch Company and see if it's devilishly good or something wicked this way comes. Let's get to it, guys. Alright, as per usual, if you're not already subscribed, drop a like and a subscribe now. Perfect time. This one's not so much an unboxing as a unrolling, I suppose, because the box this one came in was just a plain cardboard box really for the review. You can see there, this actually comes with every one of the Wicked Watch Company's watches. This really nice chocolate brown Italian leather watch roll, really nice as well, I have to say. High quality feel to it, and it looks really stylish. It looks kind of old fashioned, but in a good way, sort of a retro look. In here is the little warranty and the guarantee card. It's actually a piece of steel, I think, or it's a piece of metal anyway. Maybe it's steel or tin, I don't know. And the international warranty, which is 2 years, which is exactly what you want from one of these Microbrands releasing their first watch. 2 years gives you that security. You also get this leather strap. I believe there's also a black Tropic strap or a black rubber strap coming as well with the production models. This Italian leather strap is very nice, but I will have a couple of points on it later. Very good looking strap with the signed buckle with that little anchor. That buckle is CUSN 8 bronze. And of course, before we get to the watch, we also have this, which is a Lumed signed screwdriver. And I'll explain why you need a screwdriver with a watch in the next while, but it's really nice. It's very quite weighty and hefty, and a good bit of feel to it. Nice quality feel to that as well. You didn't really need to have quality feel for that, but it is nice. But the moment we've been waiting for is this. So, oh, there we go. Here we are. So this is the Wicked Watch Company's Pearl Diver watch. It's in CUSN 8 bronze, and it is beautiful. So here is the Pearl Diver in the bronze variant. There are other colours available in stainless steel with different dial colours. There's a carbon fibre one as well, which looks particularly tasty. I'm going to leave a link as well because this one's not out yet. It's coming out on Kickstarter in 2021, but follow the newsletter from Pascal to find out exactly when. So dimensions, we're looking at 40mm in diameter, 45mm across at the crown. You're looking at just 45.5 lug tip to lug tip with a 22mm lug width. The thickness of this one is 14mm thick for the case and 16.4mm on the NATO itself. I mention that because it is a fairly thick watch, so this might be a sticking point for some people. The other one is this is a 115 gram weight watch with pretty much all of that in that case, as is the case with most bronze watches. So specs on this one, it is all CUSN 8 bronze on the case, crown and bezel. The NATO also has bronze keepers which are signed and a signed crown. The bezel is 120 clicks, with a very satisfying motion and very little backplay on this one. Always good to see on a dive style watch. Also, you're getting screwed and drilled lugs, which are incredibly secure. They have these screws which go through the strap, either strap option they have actually, and you give it a good tug there. You can see it is very, very secure. These aren't coming off anytime soon. Always handy to have. Also, you're getting domed sapphire with a transparent AR coating, although sometimes it doesn't look like that with the studio lights. I can promise the natural light, there is AR coating on this one. It is definitely sapphire. I've given it a quick test with the Diamond Selector 2 as well, just to make sure. It is a screw-down stainless steel case back with a screw-down crown giving 200 meters of water resistance. Just advertising the year of production, 2020 for this one. Wicked Watch Company, CUSN 8 bronze, and also the basilisk, I believe, which I think is a symbol of the place this was designed, which is Basel in Switzerland, or Basel. I always say Basel, but I'm never actually sure if that's correct. You do also get a choice of movements in this one. The review copy I have has the traditional Seiko NH35. It hacks, it hand winds, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour. This is a 199 Swiss francs. There is also a Swiss movement, the STP 111, which is a high beat movement beating at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and that is 299 Swiss francs. Still a very good price for a Swiss movement dive watch. As I say, there are different colorways available. However, the one I have here is this black dial. It's a textured black dial with casted loomed indices, brass loomed hands, and a second hand with this counterbalance of an anchor. It's very nicely put together, in fairness, I have to say, very nice. These look printed, but as I say, they're sort of casted loom, so the loom is going to be something worth waiting for towards the end of this video. It really is something that is a huge selling point of this watch, and it's one of the cheapest price points I think that you can get a casted Lumicast watch. A lot of times these are safe for very much more premium watches. So here it is out on my 7-inch wrist. You can see there it is quite high and proud on my wrist. I have a 7-inch wrist for reference. Just flick that up so you can see it. You can see the signed keeper there with the Wicked Watch logo on the actual buckle, and the keeper there has the Wicked stamped onto it, or engraved into it I should say. Just quick side profile shot there, side profile shot of that signed crown, so you can see how it looks on a sort of bang average wrist. However, I just threw this onto a black leather effect NATO. These are cheap, they're kind of fairly low quality black leather NATOs, but I actually think it improves the look of this watch. I think they should maybe consider this on a black rubber strap if they haven't already done so. However, the moment you've all been waiting for, the party trick, this unbelievable loom. So this is this Lume cast stuff. It's sort of not printed and it's not applied loom, it's cast loom. So it seems to be made in a die and then sort of, I'm not sure how it works exactly, but all I know is you get incredible loom off the whole thing. The bezel, the indices, the hands, you can see there, this is 15 minutes of footage sped up. It's about 2 minutes of light off my UV torch, but anecdotally I can tell you I've been out in this out in the sunlight for maybe 5 minutes, and whatever sunlight qualifies in Ireland in winter, and come back inside and it has been glowing away merrily. This thing lasts well into all night. It could be, I'd say there's probably loom for 12 to 15 hours to be quite honest, and you will have no issues at all seeing this one at night, or if you do happen to take it diving. So time for the macro, and you can see that Wicked logo applied there under the 12 o'clock indice. It's a sort of hourglass indice, which is quite interesting. I haven't seen that on too many watches. The date wheel down there at 3 o'clock, that will actually be a colour match date wheel in the final production version with a black date wheel and white numbers. The Pearl Diver, the 600 feet equals 200 meters, an automatic down there at 6 o'clock, again applied in that sort of bronzy gold colour. And you have the brass hands as well there around the edge. Quite nice hands. Again, if you do see any issues with these, they have promised me that there will be no QC issues. So again, just remember, this is a review copy. So time for things I liked and things I think they can improve upon in their next watch or in the production model. So first thing I'm going to like is the loom on this one. It is insane. Like the loom, I thought when they were telling me, oh, it's Lumicast, I went, great. Like what the hell does Lumicast mean? Lumicast means apparently this thing is a torch at night, and it is incredible. Second thing is that dial is fantastic. I really like that kind of, not sparkly, but sort of textured black dial. I really think that's very nice, and it goes well with the bronze. And the build quality on this one is spectacular. No QC issues, and for a prototype version, that is really good, I must say. Things I'm maybe not such a fan of, these screwed lugs. Honestly, I like the fact that they're drilled, but I'm not so sure about them being screws. They're quite hard to turn and they're a bit of a pain in the ass, obviously, when you're changing, because you actually need 2 screwdrivers to do it. They are including a second screwdriver, by the way, so you don't have to have one yourself. And the other thing I'm not such a fan of is the strap options. So I've got this on the NATO because this leather strap doesn't fit me. I'm going to pop up a shot now for you. So like I said, this is in on my 7-inch wrist, and you can see there, if you look under my wrist, there's quite a gap there between the buckle and my wrist, and it's very loose. I actually couldn't wear it on the leather, to be honest. That's why it's on the NATO. I also don't think the colours really match with the dial and the case. I understand what they were going for with brown and bronze, but then the black and the white on the dial just seems to clash. I honestly think you can fix this by putting on a brown rubber strap. I think that's a big thing that's going to work well with it. However, you do have to be careful, because if you're trying to put on an aftermarket strap and you have a thin piece for the strap to go through, it is going to be very difficult to unscrew this and screw in the screw bar, because they're a little bit thicker than spring bars, I reckon. Also, if you don't have 2 screwdrivers, which they're going to provide in a production model, but if you didn't have them, it would be very difficult. Also, the last thing is this has no minute track. So realistically, as a dive watch, you actually can't use it as a dive watch, because you can't accurately tell exactly which minute you're on, and it seems like such a small thing, and I didn't notice it for a while, but something was bothering me about this. And the lack of minute track means you can't time things accurately. You can sort of guesstimate as to whether you're, say, 7:57, 7:58, 7:59. But yeah, I just think a minute track would be better. It's just a weird choice. So guys, there you have it. My review of the Wicked Watch Company's first watch, the Bronze Pearl Diver. Honestly, it's not something for me. I kind of did this one knowing that I probably wasn't going to fall in love with this watch because I'm not a huge bronze diver guy. But I must say, as bronze divers go, this is incredible quality. It really is. And the value for money is insane. Like, if you're getting the early bird price of 199 Swiss francs, that's about 185 euros. I haven't seen a bronze diver worth picking up anywhere near that price. Like, my Proxima cost me, I think, 240. This is actually nicer than that. I prefer, like, as in, the build quality is better, the stats and specs is better, everything about it is better. So if you like the look of this one and you thought it was a good looking watch, I urge you, sign up to the Wicked Watch Company's newsletter, keep notified of when the Kickstarter is about to kick off, and pick one up because it is a great piece. It's just not for me. Thank you so much for watching as well. Much appreciated. If I'm not speaking to you before Christmas, please guys, have a wonderful Christmas or whatever time or whatever type of holiday you guys are celebrating around this time. I have been your host, DK. This has been the Watchtower Watch Reviews. Wishing you guys a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys soon.